Time to take a look at what's making headlines in the newspapers. Let's start with the Business Day. This is their front page this morning. Their lead story in the Business Day: poultry sector inquiry is an attack, according to Astral. The CEO stunned by competition watchdog there, and goes on to say in the story that the CEO of Astral, Chris Skitter, has embasted the newly announced Competition Commission inquiry into the poultry sector as an attack on the industry that is already struggling under the weight of load shedding, erratic water supply, bird flu and imports. And it comes as a hell of a surprise, even as the plight of the industry is so well documented. It seems like every effort is taken to attack this industry, said Skitter. Also, frustration behind failed 1 billion rand purchase. Trustco and Constantia, two financial services companies based in South Africa and Namibia, had ambitious plans to create a diversified integrated group that would offer property, insurance and lending across the two markets. And then also DBSA ready to back a push for gas. The Development Bank of Southern Africa, which has been a major supporter of the government's procurement of renewable energy from independent power producers, says it is ready to support new procurement rounds, including for gas to power projects. Moving on to the next one, which is of course the Star. ANC MK at war over logo. A date set for court spat between ANC and newcomer to the election fray. The date for the legal battle between the ANC and Jacob Zuma's backed MK party of the registration dispute of the party has been set for March the 19th. STI increase prompts refrain from risky sexual practices plea, and this as the Gauteng Health Department has urged people to really take heed due to persistent increase in the number of sexually transmitted infections in parts of Johannesburg, Sedibeng, Ekurhuleni and Tshwane. And those are some of the stories on the front page of the Star. The Citizen this morning going with Eskom trips Cyril up, with the country plunged into stage 6 load shedding over the weekend due to breakdowns at a number of power stations. Less than a day after President Cyril Ramaphosa declared the worst is behind us and the end is finally within reach, the Minister of Electricity was unmoved by Ramaphosa's predicament, saying no corners would be cut in fixing Eskom. Short-term pain, long-term gain, he chanted. Also a picture of the EFF over the weekend, and of course spread love, not disease, according to the Health Department. Moving on to the Sowetan now, and their lead this morning: they destroyed my home. Owner of a Parkhurst house where 13 Ethiopians were rescued speaks out. A tenant who rented it 7 months ago allegedly used fake papers and has vanished. And also the real tin swallows share their reality and why telesales keep pestering you, and pestering us they do. And don't forget, you can also go to SABC's website, www.sabnews.com, for more on these stories and some carried by the SABC. It's 7 o'clock.